We're back.
We back.
Speaking of being back,
I'm back.
Welcome back, Mr. Matt.
Matt's back. Yay!
I am not gonna make that sound again.
Matt pulled up at the end of the episode, and Johnny said, "Our guest's here," and I'm like, fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
I don't know why I showed up a week early.
Yeah,
That was silly.
what a weirdo.
Wait, don't turn the channel. You've tuned into High Gravity.
The show where we talk about beer, brewing, and bullshit.
Where the only thing we take seriously is the next round.
So grab a glass.
Fill it with something cold.
And enjoy the show.
You wanna?
Try the tail end from the other ones.
There we go. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, no, we want to get
Right in
all.
the face.
Thank
Yeah,
you. Yeah, we
yeah.
want to get all that sexy voice in you. Thank you, Matt. So we've got some good beers again. We assume. There's one of them that stands out, and
Yeah.
Do we want to save that for last
Let's
or
end
start?
with
We got to
that
work
one.
up to that.
Okay,
Yeah,
And with
yeah.
good. Then y'all have to stick around because I'm fangirling like this. I'm so excited about
When
it.
you can put a can inside a box and sell it.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's-
I've never seen that before.
Me neither.
like here,
that looks
here.
amazing.
Touch it.
Are you sure
Touch
that's
the
not
box.
like perfume or
Oh, that's
cologne?
embossed. That's embossed,
Feel
dude.
it.
That is fancy.
Yeah, it's very satisfying.
We'll get to what it is later.
All right, good. So I think
It's a what in a box?
It's a box.
yeah, it's a
Can.
box. Two. I think two.
Tua? I haven't heard from her.
See, first thing, put a hole in the box.
Oh yeah, then you got to put something in if I'm not
I
mistaken.
think step 2 is something.
Yeah.
Well, hey, since you have that fancy bottle open, I want to see how this thing works.
It's little.
You're gonna
but
watch him
does the
use his
job.
tiny tool to get it off.
My tiny tool.
Yeah.
That's why she's marrying him. Knows how to use it.
I mean,
That looked like a lot of work.
you had to work for it, but it did work.
I didn't want, in my defense, I didn't want to spill it.
He didn't want to spooge it all over us.
So I think this is a nice segue from our last episode where we ended with some Boulevard, and so we're gonna have some Boulevard.
Was it a broken dreams or was it? This was after September, so we woke up from that dream.
That's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to give you some shit for that, but I'm happy with it. Good job. Good job.
I get a good one every now
You
and
get
He
a
gets a compliment. What the fuck?
you get a gold star today.
Yes.
So this is a bourbon
Such a
barrel
good boy.
quad.
Can I have the gold square instead?
No,
Oh.
that's my box. It's a bourbon barrel aged quad from Boulevard. It doesn't have a name other than bourbon barrel aged quad. And in traditional
Triple. You
Trip-
made a
triple
word.
nipple?
traditional
Oh, wow.
Boulevard fashion. This is another collab. Aged in holiday bourbon barrels. So holidays in HOLLADAY.
So this is gonna be kind of comparable to the Wizard's burial ground.
We can hope. Because that's high praise. You
That
you
is.
probably shouldn't have said that before we drank it. Now we have
Now we're
now you've
comparing.
anchored. But Holiday from 1856. They've been around for a minute.
Damn.
So there is once again no description on this bottle other than 12.2%, 26 IBUs. So
So it speaks for itself.
apparently, yeah, I think it has to.
Interesting.
And I think this is a 2025 bottle too, if I'm not mistaken.
Most excellent. I'm excited.
All right, let's pour.
That
it.
is way lighter than I was
Pass the Dutchie to
anticipating.
the left. You know, it's the same color as that brown ale we had last week. That like real deep golden brown.
I'm very intrigued.
Smells sweet. It smells like quad.
I guess
It's got that like sweet malty aroma, like you'd expect.
get almost like a dish soap finish in the nose.
That's the coriander. That's the coriander beer. No, it's not. You know,
I like it.
it's good, but
Oh.
it doesn't taste like a lot.
What's the finish on that? Like the very end of that.
Beer. I get a very distinct beer finish.
I get like a minty finish almost.
What the fuck is Johnny coming up with like coriander and mint?
I didn't say coriander.
You said soap.
I said soap.
You're one of those people.
Kind of tastes.
Cilantro is coriander. Same
Kind of
thing.
tastes like
I like
ass, and I
cilantro.
like it.
You know, it does leave a bourbon finish in there, like heartburn.
I will say, I think it's sweeter up front
It is.
Yeah.
than what I was expecting.
Like,
So I like it a lot, but
Yeah.
compared to Wizard's Burial Ground,
I think compared to
Get
that,
a lot of the bourbon characters.
way
you know,
less
it's-
body.
Yeah.
Wizard's Burial
I
Ground
feel
is
like I should
much
be
more
taking
like
shots of it.
I think so.
So I just finished like mine in a gulp, and I liked the gulp better than the sip. The gulp on this was nice. The gulp kind of had like a little more effervescence to it because you get a little more of the carbonation. It came through a little lighter, and
That tastes more bourbony when you
Yeah.
do it that way, for sure.
not that you want to be gulping a 12% beer, but like I really feel like this is a gulper than a
Hell, I'll
sipper.
shotgun one. I don't care.
Yeah, I know you will. You're a sacrilegious piece of shit. Like it's no respect for the rule of law.
The more drunk it gets, the more clothes
Although-
come off.
At least he isn't gargling.
No, I know the rule. I know rule
No,
number
keep
one.
your
here.
shirt on.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
take
no-
a picture and post it.
You already have.
Yeah, I don't mind that. Like it's again, like if I see a quadruple on the menu, I'm
It's
not.
good.
I'm going to order something first.
still
But like if this
getting-
is all that's on the menu, this is
I
good.
still get an odd finish to that. I can't pinpoint. Not in a bad way. I mean, it's good. Did you? Oh, come on.
I'm not getting.
I think it's just the
You
Belgian
can
taste
mouth
at the
without
end.
speaking
Yeah.
all you
There's
want. I'm
sweetness
going to
to
keep
it.
acknowledging your existence.
It's a nice quad. It's a nice quad.
Yeah.
I'm
It's way lighter than I expect for a quad, though.
I'm a fan of it. I mean, if you see Boulevard's barrel aged quad and it's sitting on the shelf, get one.
I would,
So I'm
yeah.
trying to think. I haven't had Holland Holiday Bourbon.
No,
don't think I've had
it's my
holiday
first time
bourbon.
hearing of it.
That's what it is. It tastes like Christmas.
Christmas bourbon. I don't know. Maybe we should seek it out.
Oh, it's like that Christmas ale. It was Great Lakes Brewing Company in Ohio. They make a Christmas ale.
Oh yeah,
It kind of reminded me of that.
I've been to the
Spiced
brewery.
beer.
I almost went, actually, last time I was down there, but I had, was it here I got lit? Where the hell was it? Yeah, it was after the bottle share. I had to go down to Ohio, so it was after the bottle share. I had to get a ride home that night. I called my dad for a ride home. And 8 a.m. the next morning, I was in a car with my buddy driving down to Ohio. We were like several hundred yards from Great Lakes Brewing Company, and I wanted nothing to do with beer at that time.
Shenanigans.
But yeah, we're actually, it's not going to be too long. We'll be going back down there to pick up what we dropped off.
Well, bring us
So,
back some Great Lakes
I'm
beers.
going to try. Yeah. If I'm on the trip to go pick this piece of equipment up,
Now it's
I'm gonna make a point
not
to go.
that Ohio isn't on some of the Great Lakes. I just feel like Great Lakes Brewing Company probably should have been in Michigan.
I said
would
that
agree.
the first
Yeah.
time I ever saw that Christmas
Yeah.
ale, which is funny. I found it in South Carolina. And I was like, oh, this must be a Michigan beer. It's called Great Lakes Brewing Company.
That's what I always thought
that
too.
would make sense. Yeah.
Looked at it, I'm like, no, why does it say Ohio?
I found it was Ohio. I was like, well, this is dumb. Because that was the first one I ever saw was the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's superior.
That's
like
a good beer.
Ohio is nowhere near fucking Lake Superior.
no.
Like, how dare you put the Edmund Fitzgerald on your beer?
Sacrilegious.
It's a good beer though. I can't
I
fault
like
them.
it.
Yeah.
It's been a while, but I liked it.
I mean, speaking of good beers, I still that Spotted Cow, from New Glarus, I love that beer.
Yeah.
It's
really
actually
wish
highly rated, and I'm impressed because I didn't expect it to be that good.
it's just good, and that's like one of their flagship beers. That's just a beer that
And they call it a
do.
farmhouse ale,
Yeah,
but
Yeah,
it
I
doesn't
got
taste
nothing
like a
farmhouse at all.
I before I actually
could
read
drink
that,
it in a farmhouse.
I always thought it
That's-
was a brown ale. I
Yeah.
always just thought it was a
Yeah.
brown or like
Nut ale.
some kind of amber, something. I mean, it's got a nice nuttiness to it.
This is true. This is true.
What brand was this?
It's New Glarus.
Yep.
They're out of
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. Yeah, they don't distribute here.
Okay.
Like they could just skip across the lake and give us that
I got
beer.
a can you can take home if you remind me.
Oh yeah, you need to try it.
I'll try it.
It's very good.
I had I took 2 cans home, and when I was burning leaves a week or two ago, like that was my leaf burning beer. It's perfect beer for that.
Did you have a burn permit though?
Do I need one?
I don't know.
He burns every day. He doesn't get a permit.
Goddamn right.
Say it's for cooking purposes.
There you go.
I'm out there like frying eggs on my leaves. No, it's
You throw a
It's
cooler.
eggs.
You throw a cooler with a 4-pack of hot dogs in it. It's cooking fire, officer.
they make 4-packs of hot dogs.
Yeah.
I've never seen a 4-pack of hot dogs.
Dollar
Have you?
General, brother. Dollar Tree.
I guess that's true. The fucking bachelor special. Like, did you get a pack of hot dogs? Got 4. You don't have any friends, do you? No.
Nope.
There's nothing sadder than like I went to the Dollar General and I got 4 hot dogs. I'm really gonna eat high on the hog this week. Threw some in some mac and cheese. Yeah.
Yeah,
My
this-
wife left me.
She
I
took the
couldn't just deal
dog
with
too.
one wiener. I needed 4.
It's got depressing really fast.
Took the dog. You know, if you play a old country song backwards, you get your truck back, you get your dog back, you
your
get
house
the girl.
back,
Like
yeah.
it's great. You know, you play metal songs backwards, you hear Message from Satan. Country songs, like everything turns out great in the end.
Wonderful life.
I don't know. Getting some of that stuff back might not be as good as you think.
Well, that's why they wrote the song in the first place.
I don't know. I really like my truck.
Did you ever hear that Wheeler Walker Jr.? I know I've mentioned him a bunch of times, but he's got a song called, he's like, "Fuck you, bitch." And he's just a fuck
I
you,
love that
bitch.
song. Yeah, I love that song.
Hope your dog runs away. He's a gem. He's really
man.
saving country music.
So the guy I work with on Thursdays, he's listening to some AI generated music.
Oh God.
No,
have
some
a-
of
I
it's
have a
country and it's
All right,
not
yeah, I've seen
bad.
some of that's some funny shit.
That's the problem. But AI generation is just theft.
Yeah,
But there's one song called "Diddled by Diddy,"
I've heard that one.
and then there's a couple about something about the smallest pecker in the room. And it's like, who's singing this? It
Yeah.
sounds like somebody I know, but then it's
Yeah.
like, no, it's AI generated.
It's like in the style of John Wayne, shit like that, or Willie Nelson.
Well, the first time I ever heard AI music a handful of years ago, it was if you don't know, if you watch YouTube and you know Charlie or Penguin Zero, but they did Big Iron on His Hip in his voice, and I heard it. I was like, I didn't know it was AI generated. I was like, I don't know, Charlie could sing. Oh, that's pretty good. It sounds exactly like him. And then someone's like, no, it's an AI song. And then the same guy sends me the characters from King of the Hill doing "I Got 5 on It," and it's like it's Bobby Hill going, "I got 5 on it," and then Boomhauer rapping.
Damn it, Bobby.
It was,
Nice.
God damn it, Bobby! Bull. Boy, ain't right.
My buddy could do Hank Hill.
Dude,
Yeah.
it was like
He
seriously
could hang out so
listening to
good.
Darrell Gribble or do a fucking like a chorus from like Bone Thugs and Harmony.
That's awesome.
I got 5 on it.
That's awesome.
It was pretty
love that
fucking
show.
good.
No, my old captain in the fire department,
Yeah.
he was Hank Hill. And he was from like West Virginia.
That's awesome.
And he had no personal skills whatsoever, but he was Hank Hill to the T.
So my green Wrangler that I diesel swapped, that we called it Peggy for short. I hated that
Because
because
he
it was
loves pegging.
no, it was based on Peggy from King of the Hill.
Pegging.
Peggy from
Oh.
King of the Hill.
Pegging.
We called
He
it
said
Pegasus
pegging, right?
Peggy. For
I heard
Keeps on
pegging.
getting peg stuck in his head.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stop talking.
Yeah. So we learned Johnny likes pegging.
No,
That's
Johnny
fine.
does not.
Rule number 1's no kink shaming.
What happens in the bedroom stays in the bedroom.
I
Well,
ain't
sometimes it
judging those
happens
that
in
like
the back of a truck at the end of a dead end dirt road.
Or at the back of the brewery.
Anyway, so
Do you have an Uncle Rick?
I don't think so.
All right, what's our next one?
this one? I'm excited about this. This is Perrin Brewing Company, Perrin Reserve.
Not into pegging, for the record. I'm making that official. No.
Wow.
Which means he pays extra.
He's not into it. He's really into it.
No.
Well, of course you're not into pegging. The pegging means it's into you. So Perrin Brewing Company, Perrin Reserve, a triple mash bourbon barrel aged chocolate raisin
Sweet
stout.
Jesus.
Ale made with lactose, sugar, and natural flavors.
Could be heavy.
12.8% ABV.
Nice.
Hey guys, exciting news. We don't have something from Boulevard. There's actually a description on the bottle.
Oh, is it a story like on the St. Abbey?
You want to hear it?
Yeah.
All right. Perrin Brewing 2020 Reserve is a triple mashed Russian Imperial Stout aged in bourbon barrels. This beer was made with honey, caramelized lactose sugar, and aged on golden raisins to create a uniquely rich and flavorful celebration beer. We're celebrating. You guys ready to celebrate?
Yeah.
I'm ready to celebrate with some beer.
Every day.
It pours nice. It's got a nice head on it.
For me, Tuesdays and Thursdays, I can't drink, not allowed.
Well, good thing it's Sunday.
It's the Lord's Day.
Yeah.
You have to honor him somehow. I mean, the man was clearly a wino. Come on.
You know, it's got the aroma on it. Like I get way more of like a crisp kind of ale aroma than like a heavy stout.
Oh my God, yeah.
It smells super light.
Huh.
It's really light in body too.
Oh.
That actually Probably better room temperature.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not a lot of flavors.
It tastes like a good bourbon.
I'm not
Not
getting
a great bourbon, but
You right over there, Darrell?
I'm not sure what to take of that taste.
I don't hate it. I like that.
I mean, a little coffee-esque.
Yeah, a little bit.
Definitely drink it for breakfast.
I mean, it is breakfast time.
No, I taste a lot of raisins.
Yeah. Ish.
I don't get any flavors
I wouldn't
like
call it raisin though. I mean,
It tastes
I know
like
what you
raisins to me.
mean, but I don't
maybe
really
a
get
little
raisin
bit,
from
but
it.
like I think all of the flavors it has are very light and minimal, and I'm having a hard time picking anything out of it. And it's very thin for a 12% stout.
I was expecting this to be very like heavy in syrup.
I don't think it's bad. I like drinking. I think
There's like not many legs to this, like the one we had.
oh no,
last
it's
week.
not. Yeah, it's not clinging to the glass at
Yeah.
all.
That surprises.
I feel like the danger of this is that it's thin and not too bold. So I could
Well,
drink
it
a whole
has-
glass of this
Oh, yeah.
fast.
It does have a dark roasty taste
Yeah,
up front. I don't taste a lot of like lactose sweetness in it.
I get a little like sweet,
Like a
caramely, like the
sweet,
roasted
yeah.
sugars on the back end that cling around a little bit, but I have to really search for it.
I taste a lot of raisins.
I wish I did. I like raisins.
Oh,
hey, it fucking works. Make fun of me all you want. It
No, it
works.
does. No, it doesn't. Damn, I'm having a hard time with this. Like I think it's nice because I feel like I could really drink this for being an imperial beer. That's unusual. Like it's a drinker, but at the same time, like I wanted so much more bold flavors.
Yeah, I was expecting that.
I mean, it is a 2020, which
Still though, it shouldn't.
I still
that.
think that's well within the range of acceptable because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not gone off. I don't feel
No.
like it doesn't taste overaged.
No,
I like
this
it better
is
than the
good.
first one for sure.
Yeah,
I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that. And I think the last one, the quad was good for what it was. But this, gosh, I would drink like a whole glass of this and think it's like, oh, this is like just a really light stout, like a really
no, I
thin,
think
lighter
the
stout.
chocolate
And then you'd want
pile
another.
of cocoa is
Yeah.
bitter.
You get a little, like a
Like
little
on that
drop-
back end,
I forgot.
a little, like in the corners of my mouth.
tastes bitter to me now.
But I just don't get a lot of anything. I don't get a lot of bitter. I don't get a lot of sweet. I don't get a lot of chocolate or raisin.
I don't want to do that.
I wish he didn't want to do it either.
As long as he swallows, I don't give a shit.
Aw.
You're going to be like Alan Rickman in Dogma, where he drinks, then spits back out.
That's sacrilege. No.
He was an angel. He's not allowed to drink.
Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot.
Dogma's a great movie. I was just seeing something about that the other day where they were talking
It's
about
getting an
that.
anniversary theater releasing it now that he's got the
Yeah,
rights back.
it's coming out now, isn't it? It's out now.
Is
Or
it?
will be, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I know. I
You
have.
guys want to go see Dogma in theaters? 'Cause
Actually,
that would
I kinda
be
do.
fucking
Hell yeah.
fantastic.
I have like a
Do you wanna-
limited
can we,
collector
like,
DVD.
Can we
of
like
it.
sneak in 13 or 14 beers each?
Did you not see him unload this hoodie when he walked in here?
We're good then. We're good then. Yeah,
Six pack in there.
Yeah.
yeah. We should go see Dogma because I love Dogma.
So what'd you do?
It's
You put a couple
fantastic.
hoses coming out of it and like run one under your belt and say, "No, it's an insulin pump. I need that."
Dude, my wife carries a backpack for a purse. Like I'll just have her fill it with beer. Like they don't inspect that. The people working the movie, they don't give two fucking shits about what you're bringing in there. Like, oh, you're bringing in like a pound of crack and crack piping in the whole fucking theater store. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I don't care.
I've got caught bringing snacks and popping before.
You know, and I thought he was gonna say I got caught bringing crack into a movie theater before, and it was fine.
I've only been offered crack twice, and it was out of some dude's wallet. So
You know,
I'm good.
That's interesting because I've never even been offered good drugs. Like, and no one's like, you want to
Oh.
do some cocaine? Like, no,
I've been offered that too.
yeah, don't you go to the wrong parties if people are offering you crack. I'm just letting you know that.
Oh, this was just some random dude's house next to the railroad tracks in Emmett.
Okay, well that's in no way surprising. Next to the railroad tracks are by Biscos.
Yeah, literally across the street from Biscos.
Yep.
Yeah, we started
I
a
grew
small
up there,
oil
I
fire in
know.
the school parking, or like the school playground. We had a little oil fire that we built way in the back.
Aw. Johnny's first pyrotechnics.
They're not open anymore.
No.
No,
It's
no.
now a private.
They
club.
closed in 2020.
Is it? That building was falling apart 20 years ago when I went there.
I've only
So
ever,
were the girls.
You know,
We remember when she
Didn't
had
have
two
a leg to
legs.
stand
I
up.
was gonna say
Not that I would know if I've ever been there.
six lovely ladies, 7 beautiful legs,
I've only shot
or
paintballs
3
into
lovely
there.
ladies, 7 beautiful legs. Yeah, it's-
Yeah, I shot. But
I said, I remember when she had both legs.
The same night I was offered a crack rock, we were shooting slingshots and paintballs at the train that went by and shooting paintballs into Biscos.
So
great.
So what you're saying is
How old were you?
it's
at
not
the
as
time?
addicting as they say it is.
Couldn't drive yet,
Because
so
he's
probably
obviously
like
not
15.
addicted to crack.
No,
Fair enough.
no.
So what guy? He's a minor at the time, and guys trying to
Yep.
give you crack. I think he was trying to get into your crack.
No, he was he was a minor too. He was my same age.
Oh,
That's
why does it not surprise me?
I'm struggling for words. That's an unusual thing.
Oh yeah,
How does a 14-year-old have crack?
I didn't ask. I didn't want to know.
Everyone's got a crack.
That's true. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know when
He got drunk that night and tried to cut his nipple off too. It was a very weird night.
You want to segue? You want to move on from this?
Yeah.
You
I
wanna
was
move
gonna
on
say
from
we
this?
should probably find out how this guy is doing. But
Yeah. No.
Let's segue.
Nope.
he's
Better.
actually doing pretty good.
Let's go back to talking about Biscos. I remember.
I got
the
a story
first time I
about
went there.
Biscos.
Oh, good.
I would love to hear your
Now-
story from Biscos.
I
The
do too.
stories I have from being there, I can't tell because I've never been there. Okay.
Yeah. I knew a guy.
So here's the funny thing. My uncle worked there as a bouncer. And he told me this story one time about a guy that was causing problems, dragged him outside, they kicked the shit out of him, kicked him in the chest, they picked him up, threw him in the dumpster, left him for dead, right? This is a long time ago. 4 years ago, we had this guy walk in the brewery. We were talking about Biscos. He goes, man, I went there one time and I was drunk and stupid. And the bouncers kicked the shit out of me and had a boot print on the front of my chest. And they threw me in the dumpster and left me for dead. I know the story already.
Hey, you're still
all
alive.
This time,
Good.
all this time, I thought my uncle always told me like bullshit stories.
Yeah, just
It was real.
Fishtails.
I had that same encounter with somebody else who used to be a bouncer. It was the same thing. Same kind of deal. It was like there was just one of these fucking jackasses were like throwing paintballs in here. Like, that was me.
Last time we went, I think I've mentioned this before, but we'll tell it again for brevity here. So, a friend of mine was moving to Alaska. He's the biggest stoner I ever met. The dude is not a drinker, but
really like this
we took him out drinking, and we were drinking in Wadhams. And so, party's done in Wadhams, and we, bombed down 69. We're like, we're gonna take you to Biscos because you just go down 69, get off an Emmett. And we'd smoke a blunt on the way there, and we get there, and I remember him sitting next to the stage, and the stage is the size of the table we're sitting at. Like, if you've been to Biscos, it's like 4x4. It's a tiny fucking stage. And he's still smoking inside. He's smoking a Camel Wide and just, like, staring at the stage, and he was so fucking drunk. That whole Camel Wide was one long ash, and, like, you can...
That's impressive.
If you don't ash it, you can actually read the text that's on the side of the cigarette in the ash. And this had to be what, like 2007, 2008, probably around that. Yeah,
year or
maybe
two after high school.
maybe 2008. And beer there was like $25 a pitcher, and they were small, like Bud Light pitchers. And this 2008 $25 pitcher.
Jeez.
And I look at him. I said, "We're getting the fuck out of here." And he looks at me like all confused, and he like throws $1 on the stage, and I say, "No, you pick that up right now." And he just gets all panicked and like picks up his $1 off the stage, and we just like leave. I'm like, "You don't even give her $1." Like, it was
So I had
it was gross.
Well, they had to make money somehow. I mean,
Not off of me.
I had a guy I was playing paintball with, brought 2 strippers out to play paintball with us one day from Biscos. Don't get me wrong, they were decent looking girls. Towards the end of the day, though, his wallet mysteriously went missing. His car keys were gone, and they got a ride home from a friend after they robbed him. He found everything in the ditch, thankfully. But yeah, dude brought these 2 strippers that robbed him and then got a ride home.
Sounds like his fault, and I
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
100%.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't blame those strippers at all. He deserved it.
Yeah.
Oh my. So anyway, you guys ever tried beer before?
No.
Well, this is my first time.
That was good.
Yeah, I like
Beer is good and stuff.
I like this beer.
I don't like beer at all.
Do we want to move on to the next one, or do we want more fanfare and build up?
I mean, we can always have a lighter beer before we move on
We should
to.
do a
Now
lighter
watch
beer
it.
first.
Yeah, let's have a lighter beer.
Yeah.
The build up always makes it better.
It's true. Let's keep edging this beer here.
Rimming it or edging?
Edging for sure. This we're gooning for beer.
It almost looked like a Mountain Dew can when you first sat down.
So we're
are very
trying
good.
new Mountain Dew. Actually, I've got a bunch of those hard Mountain Dews that someone left at my
Those
house.
are
Do you guys
good.
want to do an episode? I've never had
Hell
them. Do you
yeah.
guys
They're
wanna do an
actually
episode?
not bad.
All right.
They're-
All right,
yeah.
next episode.
I had them at your house. I like them.
You guys
They're good.
can 2 episodes from now. You guys, we're gonna do some hard Mountain Dews. Just stick around.
Sounds good.
Mountain Dew.
I've got a bunch of weird shit that people like left in my fridge. Like shit, I just won't drink.
I'm
that
drinking
is
that
not
pig
beer.
porter shit again.
No, that's
There'd have to be a real funny reason.
fool
to
me
get
once,
to drink
shame
that
on me.
shit.
Fool me 4 times, shame on me.
I didn't even drink it last time we had it.
It's
I'm
garbage.
pretty sure I thought you did.
I fake poured it a little bit.
So
I see.
Matt brought us some garage beer, which the can is bright green, and it's got like a picture of a garage with a basketball
It's a
hoop on it.
picture of
It's
a
kinda
lime
fun.
on the other side.
There is lime. It is a small batch brewed lime beer, 4%. Decidedly not high gravity. Small batch brewed. Oh, hey guys, this is important. 3 grams of carbs, 95 calories. I know you're watching your figures.
I'm on a diet. I can't have that many.
Here's to bring
That's,
some.
that's why I don't eat, so I can drink beer.
That's smart. I think that's doctor recommended. Not my doctor, but someone's. Here's to bringing some beach vibes into the garage. Garage beer lime is light and refreshing, with a hint of lime flavor to mix things up. The garage is open, and you're all welcome for a few.
You know, y'all remember
But
that?
stop at a few.
You remember that game Crossfire that was like all over?
Crossfire!
Yeah, I feel you need
You'll
to.
get caught up in the crossfire.
You need to read the can
Do
with
I
that
remember
level
it?
of enthusiasm. I feel
Do
that was
I?
like way too slow and like NPR style for reading the can label. You need to do the Crossfire level of enthusiasm. Come on, let's do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
Welcome to. This is Several Opinions by NPR.
Last time I offered
You
constructive
want me-
criticism, fuck me.
You want me to read this with crossfire enthusiasm?
Yes.
All right. Like I'm like WD or WWE or Sunday Night Raw. Like
Never watched
enthusiasm.
it, but sure.
Okay.
Really get into it. Feel the beer.
Here's to bringing some beach vibes into the garage. Garage beer lime is light, refreshing, and a hint of lime. Flavor to mix things up. The garage is open. You're only welcome for a few.
There we go.
Fuck out.
I'm not sure if I'm wet or hard.
Both. All right. Oh, she's frothy.
Oh, you got the beer excited on that.
Yep. That's not a good smell.
I
Well,
like lime beer, so
I don't traditionally like lime.
I love it.
But I have been kind of taking to I do Taco Tuesdays, and I get a Dos Equis Amber, and they always put a lime in the neck. And honestly, you rub it around the rim of the bottle, and the first couple sips of the lime is actually pretty good.
You know why
around
they
the
put
rim
a
before
lime
we-
in the beer, right?
I don't put it in the beer, no. It's-
But in the neck of the beer,
yeah, in the neck, and then I rub it around the rim.
keep the
and
flies out.
Then, oh,
Really?
That's the real reason why they put them in.
I didn't know there was a reason. I thought
And
it was
then
just a
people
complimentary
do it
beer.
because it's flavor or whatever nostalgic is, but it's to keep the flies out.
I mean,
that's
I
a
like
good
lime.
shout. All right, let's try the lime. Oh my god, it does smell. It smells like lime, like cleaning products.
Did. Yeah.
It almost smells like a Gose type beer.
I mean, a lime goes is
But it
pretty
doesn't
fucking
have
good.
the salty or heaviness of a ghost.
It smells like it to me.
Yeah.
The three of us pronounced that beer differently.
Yeah, I know.
A goose. Gose.
It goes.
I've always called Goza or Goes.
Goes,
Yeah.
goes. Yeah.
That's actually pretty good. I mean, it is.
As long as it's not gozer. I mean, there's no fucking
The lime's
doom
not real
dogs
strong.
anymore.
It's really light.
No,
If
Thank
the
you.
lime was
Thank
strong, I
you for
wouldn't have liked
getting
it
the
at all.
reference.
that
Favorite
beer.
movies.
That beer is so light. It is almost a seltzer.
It's light.
Like it is
Actually-
light.
I started drinking this because that's what my mom drinks.
It's good. It's good because it's light. Like I could. This is a lot more beer
Well,
for
if
sure.
mom does it.
They also make a regular beer, you know, without the lime. It's okay. I'd rather drink a Michelob Ultra.
It's actually not bad.
That's
like it.
that's fun. I like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd want to drink like 6 of them.
but you can.
I would.
You
I'd
wouldn't
have to
get too
try
drunk.
to evaluate that.
I could do 2 or 3 of these pretty easy.
This is what you drink when you're working in the garage. That's probably why they call them garage beers.
That makes sense. It makes sense.
Might go good with like tacos.
Okay, so that's why I said, when I first opened it up, I smelled tacos, and I think it was because my brain was triggered. It smelled the lime, and
lime.
like it's like,
It
it was
would've
like
went
that,
okay
that,
with
that
tacos.
memory.
Yeah.
Because once I smelled it in the glass, I'm like, oh no, this doesn't smell like tacos. It smells like limes. Okay, good. But immediately my brain went to, is this tacos? I could go for some tacos.
Get the
man.
man a taco.
Yeah, seriously. Main Street Tacos right across the street.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
we could get some tacos here.
So I'm excited. I don't know if we've announced this. So we're gonna have at the car show this year. We're gonna have Starcraft Brewery beer, and we're gonna have Main Street Tacos out there. I'm so excited.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll fuck with that.
Beer and tacos at an off-road show.
That is
I
going
am
to be
so
a
excited.
very busy day for me.
Well,
I know.
now that my Jeep is two colors.
Me too.
Now that my Jeep is two colors, I can
You
show
blend
up.
right in.
Yeah.
I will come
And if you
on
come on
time.
time.
I will come on time this year.
It starts at 10 o'clock,
Yep.
and that's, I forgot the date.
September 27th from 10 a.m. We do awards at 3, but the event runs till 4.
So it starts at 10 to 4, but I have a suicide awareness walk here at 2. So I got to be at both places at the same time.
We can clone you.
I mean, if you
We have
want to
that
just,
technology.
I'm pretty sure I'm already cloned.
if you want to leave the taps set up there, I'll volunteer to run them while, in your absence. I can handle it. And
I'm not having any beer coming back, am I?
what?
No.
It'll be gone.
I mean, I could bring some back.
It broke,
What's in
we're
the
sorry.
lines?
It all spilt out, Darrell.
Yeah. I mean, that line ruptured last year. It just happened to fall into a funnel this year.
So I hate to go back to make a joke, but so
real serious the way you
are you
changed
known for coming late, Matt? Is that why she's marrying you?
I think so.
No, he can't be on time. So
No.
good for you.
You don't think she really doesn't care? Either way.
It was fun last time. Like when
Long as he's happy.
when you guys were up here for karaoke. Like one, I got molested. Matt molested me more than once.
Did you talk to someone
You
about
liked it though.
He didn't
I wouldn't
complain.
call it
Oh,
molesting.
Okay.
Now I'm being gaslit. Like, but it's your wife to be was very excited. She was telling me all about the honeymoon plans and shit. Like it sounds like you guys got a busy trip ahead of you.
Oh yeah, man.
It
We're gonna be
sounds
gone.
fucking fun.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. 3 weeks not working. Oh,
Drink.
I'm going across the sea.
Great fucking problem.
I haven't
to
heard
have.
Oh,
any
I
of these
didn't hear
details.
this.
I
No,
haven't
yeah,
heard
you
any-
gotta-
We're going
hear about
to
this.
Italy and we're
Oh,
going
no
to Norway.
shit.
Yeah,
no
no,
shit.
tell me. She
when
told
you're
me
in
some of the plans. I
Norway-
tell them.
When you're in Norway, I got some beers I need you to find.
Well, I mean, we're going all over Italy. Obviously, we're going to Rome. We're also we're gonna have service with the Pope if he's still alive. I mean, I hear he's not doing so well.
Hey, wouldn't it be even cooler to see the smoke?
No, yeah, that might happen. Yeah, we'll bring you back some holy water. So
Yeah, I could use it.
No, don't give him holy water. We will no longer have a gym.
I will drink. I'll drink
it'll
it.
start boiling.
I know. We won't have a gym anymore.
Listen, I have a fun story about that. So I get a lot of flack. But I find like religious history fascinating. Like I think
agreed.
religion's fascinating. So like I'm well studied. And so I remember when my wife's grandmother passed. Like we're sitting in the front row of the church and like full Catholic service and everything, and they're doing communion or not communion, but like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And like so I go up to like you take a sip of wine, you take the sacrament, and just, amen.
Fuck, we're getting all technical here.
And
Word.
so, like, when we're done, like, my wife's father, my father-in-law, like, is giving me a hard time. He's like, "Oh, you can go up there, do that." Blah blah. I said, "Listen, I was baptized. I was confirmed. I'm like, your daughter was asking me, what do I do? I don't know what to do." And I'm like, I was telling your daughter what to do at proper Catholic service. I said, so if you want to give anyone a hard time, maybe you should. And he all of a sudden was like, I mean, he was having fun,
Oh, yeah.
but so was I. And I was like, no, I understand. I'm like,
First,
I
on your knees.
yeah.
I was told.
Yeah.
I hope her dad isn't teaching her that. Damn it, Darrell.
Oh my God!
Jesus, Murphy.
No, I was taught
go-
tentacles,
Wallet and watch. Yeah.
That's how I got to remember it.
So going to the
What is this?
Going to the Vatican, that's going to be cool as shit, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
And I see. I've always wanted to go to Italy, just mostly to eat.
The same.
Yeah.
I want to go to the land of my people. I mean, my grandmother is like off the boat from there. But yeah, I want to go.
Yeah, it's gonna be a culture shock. I mean,
Oh yeah.
definitely. People are telling me different things, like, "Hey, bring money, like coins." And I'm like, "Well, why?" Well, if you need to use the bathroom, you have to pay. I'm like, "What?"
Capitalism, baby.
Yeah. So I guess if you're gonna go number 2, you gotta pay.
I'll tell you what. If I'm paying for it though, like I expect that bathroom to be like I could lick the toilet seat. Like I want it to be clean.
The
And I
fancy bidet with the warmed water.
I was also
And
told
massage
at the Vatican, there are little holes in the wall. If you knock, wine comes out.
Yes, I've
Somebody gives you wine.
I've seen it. It's like some of the cities have like friggin' wine drinking fountains and shit. I'm like, that is awesome.
I didn't know that's what the hole in the wall in the bathroom was for, but I'll try it next
Not
time.
in the United States.
United States is something different.
Not the gas station, Darrell. That's for something else.
I'm knocking next time. See what happens. Whoa, what's this?
Does wine come out of that?
Hey, look, a worm.
Yeah, no, that was the first thing I thought. I'm like, so you're saying there's glory holes all over the Vatican that gives wine? What?
Only in the confessionals.
Jesus Murphy.
So wrong.
No, I'm going to hell.
We'll segue. We're also going to go see some other things. I mean, obviously, you got to go see the Leaning Tower of Pisa and all that.
You got to take the picture of you holding it up like an absolute douche.
No,
and
I'll
if
be
you
the one
don't, I'll be
that's
sad.
like
Oh, with the dick? Yeah, oh, yeah, yep.
something. I don't
Smart
know.
man. This is a man of culture. See, this is why we invite Matt back. Like, clearly cultured in the same culture
Bigger than
we
what
are.
he's used to.
A little bigger.
I don't know. I think it's fair to say it's bigger than what any of us are used to. Like, let's call a spade a spade. Like, if you got a tower-sized
guess
penis, that's a
I guess it
problem.
depends what you eat.
But yeah, we're spending
Not what you have.
2 weeks in Italy and then 1 week in
Nice.
Norway. But we're gonna go to Oslo and then we're going to Bergen, which is on the other side of Norway. So we're gonna go see all
There's
the
some
fjords
cool
and
shit to see there, I know.
I forget what they actually call them, but they're churches. They were made by Vikings and they're still standing.
dude,
So
nice.
it's like when they first moved to Christianity,
Right,
when they
yeah.
decided to build their style churches.
That's so
Oh,
cool because
that's
like
cool.
America, like quote unquote American history only goes back like 250 years.
Yeah.
You know, so to like see shit is like, yeah, the Vikings built this. Is like 600 years old. It's like that's like twice America.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like,
That's
this is crazy.
That's what I loved about Scotland. Like we
Stave
talked,
churches?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
it's like we talked with,
Google's amazing.
I know, right?
with when we had Steve Maureen on when we were in Scotland. You know, the United States. You want to build a highway, you knock everything down. You build a straight fucking road. In so many of these other countries, there's buildings like homes people are living in today that are over 1,000 years old, granite blocks.
Yeah.
They don't knock them down. They build around them, so the roads are very windy because they actually respect the history over there.
Amen.
And just the world history, it's I love it. In particular, in Rome and Italy, there's so much cool stuff. By the way, can you give me some olive oil when you're there?
I can try. You're only allowed, 3 ounces.
All right, get beer instead then.
Beer's important. Yeah.
Yeah, no. So you have to tell me which beers to get from Norway. But
remember.
I do have a friend in Norway, so
Oh, excellent.
we're definitely gonna go visit her.
Nice.
She was a foreign exchange student when I went to Richmond.
Oh, no
We
shit.
became friends when Facebook became a thing.
Yeah.
She found me on it, and we would type.
Nice.
6-hour difference, so it might be my midnight.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But no, we've kept in touch.
That's awesome.
So I get to go see her husband, and her
That's
kids.
seriously
So,
cool.
That is really neat.
So I've my friend Kate. I don't think she listens to it, but if you do, hi Kate. I'm sorry for everything. Not really because it's funny, but yeah. So she was the tech school I went to. She was a student there as well. She was out of K-Pac, and she went to Germany to study German. Met a guy from Denmark, and they're married and have a kid now.
Yeah.
I think they have 2 kids actually. I hope that was official.
See, my friend, she married a guy from Georgia. Here, not Georgia the country.
not the
Georgia
country.
Oh, that's
state.
funny. That's funny.
So I'm like, because she was born in Lithuania and
Yeah.
then moved to Norway.
Nice.
So then she goes, yeah, guess where my husband's from. I'm like, I don't know. You like Spain? Spain? No, she goes, Georgia. I'm like, oh.
That's awesome. No, I'd love to go out there and see them one day. She's come back to visit, and I've met her husband and everything. I haven't met her since they had the kids. But, yeah, I'd love to go out there someday and kind of visit them. That'd be really cool.
No, I mean, there's so much stuff that I would love to go see. And,
yeah.
I had qualms about going overseas when there's so much in America I'd like to see.
Oh, yeah.
I'm the same way. I'm going with my first like passport necessary trip like literally in 2 weeks.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
And so it's like I was skeptical, but it's like it's what the wife wants to do, you know.
Yeah.
So because there's so much here.
Isn't that
We got a
married
huge
life,
country.
like what the wife wants to do? So you're a married individual. Is that not true? You know, yeah. You're
But
another married individual. Is it not
the
true
way
you
that
do
it
what
was
the
put
wife
to me
wants
was
to do?
Do what?
When are you gonna go?
When you're married
Right,
individually,
exactly.
After you have
do what
kids?
the wife wants to
Because
do.
no, you're not gonna go after you have kids.
Nope.
You're not going over there.
Well, you might.
Well, yeah,
but you're going to be like 60. It's when you're retired.
Oh, that
Yeah,
shit's
but
gonna
you
be
got to remember, I'm
insanely
40 years old. If I
expensive.
have a kid next year, when I retire, my kid's gonna be younger than I am.
My brother's
Just
in the
means you
same
get
boat.
senior discounts when you go now.
Right?
Yeah, my brother would be damn near retired by the time his kids graduate. So
Yeah.
No, so I was like, all right, that does make sense. So let's just go because you don't have to have the kids. You don't have to find
Yeah.
a babysitter. You know, yeah, if I go out west, because I would love to go see like the redwoods or the
That shit's
sequoias.
gonna. I mean, it's so much easier to go to that
Yeah.
than overseas. Do the get it.
I'm gonna get a motorhome and go across country.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
all right. This is we
Let's
should,
get back to beer.
No, we should we should
Beer
continue
30.
this discussion. This is fun, but I think it's time we open up the
I'm,
special
I'm
one.
excited. I'm excited.
So, like we said, this like box that this can came in is like embossed with it's like black with this golden
So dark.
this beast on it. Oh, this is
it's black.
awesome.
Dark.
It's like shimmering gold with some kind of dog beast thing. I don't know, man. It's
I
dope.
thought it was a dragon. Or is the other side a dragon?
It's it could be.
Kind of look like a dragon, yes.
Well, yeah,
Like
I
a
guess
phoenix dragon,
Yeah.
a dragon
Wait,
coming out of the
other
fire.
side. The other side is a dragon.
So is it like
Isn't it?
puppy monkey baby?
I fucking hate that thing.
Listen.
Oh my
Mountain
God, I
Dew.
hate that thing.
Mountain Dew is next week. We are to discuss that.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
So this is from Surly Brewing Company. This is Barrel Aged Darkness Imperial Stout. Surly is definitely one I'm familiar with. I've never seen this preparation before. This is fucking sick.
Kind of a marketing concept, I think. It's a can inside a box.
It's cool as shit. I'm here for it. Like
What's in the box?
this one actually was bottled and packaged
Canned.
3/21/25. So this one's pretty fresh. 2025 art by Susan Evans. So Susan Evans, fucking
it's Sue Evans.
shout
You did
out.
well.
This
I know
shit's
it's Sue
sick.
Evans. I doubt it's the same Sue Evans.
So you pull out the can. The can's the same thing, black with the gold, with the dragon dog, whatever it is. 2025 Barrel Aged Imperial Stout, art by Susan Evans, brewed and canned by Surly Brewing Company, Minneapolis and Brooklyn Center, Minnesota.
Minnesota.
There are no details on this can. The top is black, which is cool. Like normally with cans, like the top is like silver or whatever. But all right, so let's open this because I'm the hype has been built and I'm really excited.
So excited.
I am.
And as we're pouring that, I asked about the holiday bourbon. It's like $40.
Whoa.
That doesn't sound bad.
Comes
That's
in
a,
next week.
oh, sweet. So we get to try it.
So we're going to try it for that podcast.
Hell yeah. Yeah, the holiday bourbon that the quad was
beer
aged
was in,
in.
yep.
Yeah. All right. It smells sweet. It smells like a sweeter imperial stout. Again, it's got that kind of barley wine quad kind of sweetness smell to it.
Ooh.
Like a little
smells
roasty, little
fantastic.
malty smell.
Oh, that's got some flavor.
Ooh, yeah. Oh.
Definitely bourbon barrel.
I'm gonna call it a coffee finish. Like it
It's a
tastes
coffee finish.
Yeah.
I get a more minerally finish. Like it's up front, it's
Yeah.
it's bold, stout, like dry, roasty, but then like almost like a tinny kind of almost oxidization.
Yeah.
It
at
was
the
made
end.
with the best well water imaginable.
that's
We
probably
talked about that a few weeks ago, actually.
Well, that's pretty crisp, though. Like the back end of it.
Yeah. Like that coffee finish, the minerally is, yeah.
I think it's just roast. It's just a dark roast is what it is.
that second sip was better.
Yeah.
I didn't let it coat my whole palate. Still though, as it settles, I get a little dryness that I don't know. I don't want to call it oxidization, but it's like the dryness is a little adjacent to that. Maybe it's the booze. What was the booze on this? I can't remember.
Probably
12%.
12
Did it say?
something.
It tastes higher, though.
But as the flavor really settles, I get more like kind of the chocolate. It is again like a lighter body too. Like it's got a little more body than some of the stuff we've had today, but unusually every stout or beer we had today was not thick.
Yeah.
Don't you peel that sticker off. Leave that sticker on there.
But I'm exposing the gold barcode below it.
Okay, good. I was just worried you were gonna. Don't put it back on.
It just tastes like it has a
can't
very
take it out.
roasty taste to it.
I was trying to see if there was something like numbers under it.
Like it tastes like a boozy roast.
Yeah.
Do you think this would benefit from age?
Not in a can.
No.
I don't think so.
I agree.
In a bottle, absolutely.
But then even if it mellowed out, like what's the flavors it's mellowing out with? It's
Because it's not overly boozy up front.
It's got the bitterness
to
to it.
It
warrant
finishes
age.
out, yeah.
no, I like this.
I do too.
It was Imperial Stout. Yeah, I mean it hits every note on the head, I think.
Yeah.
And normally when we see good artwork, the beer is mediocre.
True.
This is a better beer.
This is very good. I like it.
Except 3/4.
I do think it
All
was
their
one of the
artwork is
best.
sick as fuck.
Yeah.
And their beer is great.
Yes.
It was the best one we had today.
Definitely the best stout.
I could like the second one we had, the second stout. I could drink more of them. This one, I think is enough.
Yeah, I would agree.
I
with
agree.
That.
I think I could drink a lot of the Perrin. What is it? The Perrin Reserve. I could drink a lot of that because just the quality of like the body and the flavor. But this definitely
like the
hits those
bitterness.
stout notes.
Yeah, no.
I like the bitterness
yeah.
from this one.
It's like a meal in a can.
You hear stout, you think every characteristic belongs to a stout. This is it.
But this is still light bodied for a stout, in my opinion.
I would agree with the mouth. I'd say the mouth feels light. I mean, there's
For a big stout.
there's a density to it, but it's still
It's like a medium body. It's not like a
That's
heavy
what happens
body.
when you don't add syrup.
No syrup loud.
See, I appreciates that about them.
Mm-hmm.
I guess when you're not trying to
that
get
is
to
a-
like 18%,
That
it's
is just like a black roast grain stout aged in.
their yeast did
it's
its
still
job.
a 12%er.
The yeast definitely didn't die out at 10%.
No. That's good.
I feel like this one could put you to sleep.
Potentially. I mean, if I drank enough of it.
I think the problem for me would be that like it's good and stouty, but it's still kind of light enough in body and sweetness that like if I had a pint, I would have another pint.
But when you say
and then
light,
another
light in
point?
body, like it's just the end of it.
Lighter, yeah.
Right
Like
up
it's not.
front is a very
Like,
strong.
it doesn't
roast.
finish with that darkness that so many of them do.
I think the problem is we've had so many, like the bulk of our stouts have just been like really
Yeah.
thick, like
heavy.
motor oil.
Yeah.
And so this might be a heavier body for like an ale drinker, like a lager drinker or something,
Yeah.
but for my palate, like drinking this, I'm like, this is a lighter bodied stout.
yeah.
It's not light bodied like the Perrin Reserve.
Yeah, but not so much the taste. It's a lighter body,
definitely
but
not
a very
taste, yeah.
strong.
Oh,
taste
it's bold. I'd call it bold.
and bold.
Yeah.
I would definitely drink it again.
Oh,
if for no
absolutely.
other reason,
without
just
doubt.
to take in the can art.
Absolutely.
Like,
yeah.
Now, do they do different artwork on every single can?
The answer is no.
That's a negative.
The audience has said no. Yeah, I would.
I like that a lot.
If I wasn't so certain that because this is sold one can at a time that it was very expensive, it would be great to have a
I
4-pack
almost
of
wish they
this.
bottled it.
If
I
we
would
have
agree
a
with that.
bomber,
I would always
this would
agree
be
with
nice
that,
to have a bomber. Especially so we could like leave one bottle for a year.
But I think their marketing concept on that, with the can, the box, the gold, the black, that's
And
the only colors. To
I'll
it.
say this for
It's
something
fucking sick.
Something this impressive being this good in a can. It's got to be so much better in a bottle, but this is still fantastic for a can.
This is one of those beers that I'm liking more and more
Yeah.
and more as I sip it.
And it's sad because there's less and less as we keep doing that.
Well, that's why I'm going to split the last little bit between me and Matt here. So
That's fair. That's fair. God! Yeah!
Stain.
Slurp it up, slurp it up.
Do it.
No, don't do it.
Yes, do it.
Don't do it.
Do you want to know what was done on this table?
Yeah, you don't want to know.
Yeah, slurp it up.
You thought Biscos was bad.
I know Biscos is bad.
There's been some sweaty butt cheeks right there.
Oh, that'd have been clean.
Whose butt cheeks we talking about?
Oh boy.
Oh my.
I like it. That's fantastic. That's absolutely fantastic. Like, I wish there was more. It's still sad.
Yeah, it was a sip. So
You know, I do have to admit, though, as much shit as we have spilled on this table, this cleans up really well every time.
I do have a little cleaning tool. Vacuum.
We had a steam cleaner come in
Oh, well, that
2 or
works
3
too.
weeks back.
I'll
and
say it
cleaned
looks
the
like
table.
it.
Well, nonetheless, I mean,
Get rid of
even
all those
outside
things.
of that, you know, just being here on a recording Sunday and then coming to karaoke on Monday and seeing the table, it's like, I thought we had a big spill there.
Don't use a black light.
No, I know that. I know that much. Awkward silence.
Beer, though,
like
was very good. Well, that's because we lost Jim.
I
for a
know,
minute.
I know. He's
He gets
cleaning
quiet
up
when
his-
that happens.
Jim's the voice.
One of. I don't know. We did all right by ourselves with Lois.
I don't talk too much. I just drink.
I mean, we had food though. We had alcohol cupcakes, so we ate and drank at the same time.
Those were good.
Those were so fun.
And we were somewhat good that day.
We were. That was, I think, our cleanest episode yet. We still had some good innuendos, some good jokes though. You know, the pie references, for example.
Eat my pie. Oh, well.
Yeah,
No, I could keep drinking this one.
me too.
And you don't even like coffee, and the bitterness
I've
of
liked
the
everything
roast
about
in this,
coffee we've had today.
which is crazy.
I'm sorry, between this week and last week, I've enjoyed everything coffee based that we've
This
had.
morning and this episode.
Last week, goddamn.
I mean, you put enough alcohol in coffee, John, or put alcohol in anything, John will drink it.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean,
I'm sure we could make yak piss alcoholic and he'd try it.
No.
No, you sure?
Put it in an unlabeled can.
I mean, you got me on that one. I'll try a lot for the sake of the story. I'll do a lot. Welcome back, Jim.
sorry for the absence. I had to clean up after myself.
He's okay. It's okay. That was fantastic. We were saying of everything we've had between last week and this week, and me not liking coffee, I've liked everything that we've had.
Yeah, we've
Which
been
is
really
unusual.
we've been really lucky this week.
Yeah,
'cause
it's
we've had some
unusual. I
interesting
like this
choices.
many coffee-based things. Very unusual for me.
Only one of them had coffee in the name. To be fair,
To be
fair.
thank you, Darrell.
Fuck off.
where's Darrell? Not having a dart, likely. But I was excited for this early, and I'm very very
was good.
satisfied with this
Yeah.
early. Like
That
with every
delivered.
sip, I
That-
enjoy it more
yes.
and more and more and more
I
and more
did until I had that.
until me and Matt got the last of it. Oh, look who has the
okay.
last sip.
It's a very bold flavor, too.
It is, but
It is.
it's very good. It's very well balanced. Very, very well done this early on that, without a doubt. That was delicious. That was incredible.
Oh man, yeah, that was worth the hype.
Absolutely.
One of the opportunities where it lives up to the can art.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often.
no.
No, it really doesn't.
Well, last episode I was on, a lot of those cans had some decent artwork. You like the rain and blood.
From a lacerated sky.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the last, like, gold and black one, I think, was that D20. And
No,
we
was-
were-
that was good, but it was so
Oh no,
expensive.
the night midnight snack was not gold and black. You're right.
the D20
Yeah, the D&D one.
was.
The D&D one was disappointing. Like I think
for the price.
well,
It was a
definitely
good
for the
beer, but
price.
for the price point of what it was
Yeah.
just too much.
It wasn't better than this one.
you know, and I think
No,
the fact
I'd
that
say
they were
I like this better.
I think the fact that they were just trying to shoot for 20% is probably part of their problem. Like
Yeah.
that's a high barrier of entry to make a good beer that can achieve
Oh
that.
yeah.
You know, like we've had what I think probably the highest gravity good beer we had was probably the
We get 16.
Some
well,
of
we
the,
had 18.
the triple mashes.
The-
yeah.
the- either the
one
triple
that,
mash
the
or
one
the-
that Carol brought.
the worldwide stout.
Yeah.
That's also 18.
yeah.
Both of those were good, but like I can't
The
think.
worldwide was Utopias, wasn't it?
No, Utopias is
There were
is
two.
Sam Adams.
There was a
No,
one.
we had- it was
there was one aged. Yeah, there
worldwide
was one
stout.
aged in a Utopia's barrel.
Yeah, oh
and there
yeah,
was
we've
one that
had
wasn't.
two. Yeah. I've had worldwide stout a bunch of times. Like, I mean, can you think of any other beers that are that high? Like, what? Isn't 120 minute like 18%?
I don't think it's 18, but it's up there.
I thought the ones
Yeah.
the when I first had it, I thought
It's
it was
been
like
a long time
17
since
or
I've had
18%.
it. It could be. I want to say 15 for some reason.
It's fine. It's just too
Yeah.
syrupy thick for me.
It's been so
but yeah,
long
like
since
once
I've
you
had
get a
it.
beer that high, like you said, like you have so much residual
you lose
sugar.
it. Yeah.
Like, and to get your yeast to survive that long,
That's
and
one
like,
of the problems. Trying to do all grain at 18% is
Oh
ridiculous.
yeah.
yeah, you can't.
Just because of the
mean,
volume
can.
of grains that you have to use compared to your vessel.
Mm-hmm.
So you're making a lot less if you want it higher anyways. or else it just gets stuck and then you can't make it.
Or you're trying to do like an ice box style or something like that, where you freeze it and try to eke out some more alcohol. But even
That's why a lot of these taste syrupy, because I'm sure they have to use some sort of sugar syrup to get it up to that point.
yeah, and even then, what's your yeast tolerance? I mean, how many yeasts you're going to get that produce any kind of decent flavor?
Not
that
many.
go beyond 18%.
Not many.
I mean,
Your
but they're
turbo yeast has a terrible off taste.
Oh my god!
But they're making new yeasts every day. Like I was just a couple episodes ago, we were talking about the new Quebec strains that they're coming out with, and like
So we talked about that, and that episode actually dropped a month ago. Yesterday. Yeah, we were supposed to post a link on the Facebook about that, and we didn't.
you know what's funny is when I brought up our group chat yesterday, the link to that Quebec yeast was in my text field, but I never hit send.
That would explain it.
Yeah.
Isn't U of M working on a yeast that's like 2,000 years old? They found it or something, and
There's a few different places.
and they're trying to make it.
Yeah.
What was
Come
it?
back.
Midas Touch. Was that the East Coast Brewery?
Archival something or other.
No, they've got the big metal tree in there at their brewery. Why can't I think of their name?
I don't know.
It's one of the big. It's not Dogfish. It's
There's actually one in Michigan that has like a recipe basically that.
It does,
Amphor or
regardless,
something or
it's the beer was called Midas Touch.
Yeah.
and it was
I remember we
they
talked
found
about it.
they found yeast in a old Egyptian vessel.
Yes.
and they resurrected the yeast.
Yeah.
And like there's actually like a kind of very brief documentary out there. I think I watched on YouTube about their process of trying to make this beer, and it was like 18% or something they were trying to shoot for, and like
Yeah.
the yeast was stalling, and like they're making this in like the big like 50 barrel system.
Yeah.
And to have 2 batches fail, imagine the amount of money you have to be like, well, we just lost 100 barrels of beer. And that's 3,150 gallons of beer ish.
Jeez.
Yeah, just because your yeast gets stuck, and they're like, "Well, it's ancient yeast."
wanna
But,
say it was
but they
called,
showed the lab
yeah.
and everything too, where they took that yeast strain and they like expanded it out, and they're looking under microscopes and making sure they're getting just the right one. And
Yeah.
it was really cool. So just Midas Touch was the name of the beer. So just I guess look that
I
up.
want to say it was like Archival Brewing or something. I think they're Michigan based. I actually reached out to them to try to see if I could get them on the show, and they wouldn't do it. But they're like,
Shocking,
we
we're a
can't
bunch of
ship
degenerates.
it, but we can come and buy it from us. But
Wait till we get kicked out of World Food Championship.
That won't happen. We wouldn't disrespect Lois's legacy
No,
like that.
definitely not.
no, as epic as it would be to be known
be
as the
funny,
guys that
though.
got kicked out.
That's the
No,
plan.
we would never actually do that to it.
Lois.
And for anybody who's listening at the World Cooking Competition, we wouldn't actually. We'll be respectful. We'll be responsible. We'll be on our best behavior.
Really? Fuck that.
I don't know about that, dude.
You have to lie to sell it to them, and then you can be
Oh,
degen when
then-
you get there.
No, I'm not. I don't lie.
I think we have much more of a Three Floyds vibe than a world cooking competition.
Yeah.
I think we'd fit in there.
But the food's
Speaking
gonna be
of,
a lot better at the World Food Competition than Three Floyds.
you don't know. You haven't been to Dark Lord Day. There's some pretty good food. Jeff,
So when is this
the
food
food good at
competition?
Dark Lord Day?
May, I think?
Yeah, food
you-
trucks are good.
It might be
Have
in
you been to the
August.
World Food
I don't
no, I
know.
haven't. You're probably right. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. You're probably right. Like,
I'm
the
still
food's
waiting.
probably
I'm
nuts
still waiting
there.
to hear back from the promoters, but we're looking at actually going down there as like media representatives.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, all I'm
I'm
saying
excited.
is though, Three Floyds, please, friends of Floyd's, we would love to broadcast from Dark Lord Day.
That would
the
be
only
amazing.
way the only way we can drag Darrell away from the brewery is if we can go somewhere and
Shit, I
he's
just-
obligated to go.
I just found out Dark Lords is the same weekend as my anniversary. I'm fucking going.
I like this. I like this plan. Yeah, my wife would probably be like, I don't care. We'll celebrate next weekend. She's probably-
Fuck, I'm going next weekend too.
the episodes that I wasn't on was because we went out for my anniversary the night before,
to
and
the threes, right? Was it
yeah, we
threes
did the
or-
3. Yeah, it was our third
Yeah.
anniversary. I think I might have told somebody about it the last couple episodes, but it was our 3rd anniversary. So I tried to go to I wanted to go to 3 different places. I wanted them to have some sort of 3 significance to them. So the first places we went to Three Floyds, or I'm sorry, we went to I wish we could have went to Three Floyds. That'd be great.
Three Blind
No, we went
Three
to Three
Blind
Blind Mice, and then we went to a place called Three Cats.
3 cats.
And my wife loves cats, so
It's a place called 3 Dogs.
no, and that's where the 3s ended. We just went
So-
to a 3rd place after that.
So how did the night end? With threesome?
Ooh.
Come on.
I mean, it's 3.
No, it
Both
ended
are
up.
freaky enough.
Let me tell you how
It
it.
ended up with a handsome.
Oh. It ended up with 3.
And let me tell you how much worse it ended. No, I had
That's normally how anniversaries go.
at 3 Cats. I started with
wouldn't know.
this big giant bowl of mushroom bisque.
That sounds
I
horrible.
love mushrooms.
I like mushroom
vile.
bisque.
yeah, but
Vile.
the
We know what
problem is,
happens because he didn't show up the next day.
Oh, I know.
so the problem is my body doesn't really digest the chitin very well in mushrooms, and that was a lot, and I just spent all night like basically laying on my bathroom floor. No, wrong end.
And then
Wrong end.
She did not blame it on the mushroom soup, though.
No, she was very insistent. You drank.
told
You were
me
drinking.
why.
You drank too much. And I'm like, I said, over the course of like 8 hours, I'm like, I had 6 drinks over 8 hours. I was like, I did
You
not.
alcoholic.
Yeah, I was like, I did not drink too much. She's like, you were just hungover, and I'm like, I said,
No.
I said, I know what hungover feels like. The thing was, it wasn't even that like, it wasn't the drinking and it wasn't the eating. It was just that I didn't sleep. Like, because it was like every 30, 40 minutes
You
I was
sleep before we do this?
I mean, well,
Well, yeah, I woke up this morning.
I
You don't.
texted
You
you
don't
guys.
either,
I
dude.
texted you guys at 3:30 in the
3:30
morning.
in the morning? Yeah, I was still awake.
I went to bed at 3:30 in the morning last night, and because my wife snores like a bear,
Nice.
I don't really know how much sleep I got. I think the hour and a half I got on the couch was probably more than I got in bed
about
last
5
night.
hours.
I know why you really got sick. You're at 3 years. Wait till you get to 20.
No, I'm not blaming her. We had fun. We
Well, that's good. That's
yeah,
good.
it was fun because we, when we're on our anniversary, like we go out to eat all the time. Like half the time I run into Matt.
Oh yeah,
it's-
man. Every single time I go out, I run into this guy.
going to eat. And so we never order dessert. So like on Valentine's Day, you get dessert. On your anniversary, you get dessert. So
Why are you
like,
motioning to me? I wouldn't know.
no, so I was just,
I've never gone out to celebrate.
You don't need dessert?
bro, I'm having a conversation with the
I am
table.
40% dessert. Come on.
No, Ashley wanted the ice cream that
40%
night.
dessert.
She wanted that ice Bender.
Yes, let's see. You both got it. Yes.
No, but she wanted ice cream. I'm like, you really think we're gonna eat the damn ice cream after eating that steak?
We did.
I'm like, get the pie.
Because you got with the Valentine's Day dinner, you got your app, you got your your main, and then you got your dessert. So I'm eating all
I've
these.
never gone out to dinner for Valentine's. I
Dude,
wouldn't
that
know.
night I went to go pay my
I went out
tab.
one time, so don't feel bad.
Somebody picked up our tab.
No way.
Yes. Mr. Tyson,
No.
Yes.
Joe Tyson.
there you
He picked my tab up. I'm like, you
shit.
son of a bitch.
Really? That was just.
Well, I'm good best friends with his son, and so he picks up our
that's-
tab. I'm like, you jackass.
yeah, because that wasn't a cheap tab. I
No,
was
it was
there.
not.
Mostly wasn't a cheap tab because I had 4 beers and she actually had 2 mixed drinks, which is unusual. But yeah, the Valentine's Day at Commercial House, they did a good job. That
Oh, they killed it.
that
It was good.
32-ounce tomahawk,
That's what we got.
that
Oh,
thing
my
was a
God.
monster.
They're bringing back the tomahawk and
Yeah.
a blowjob shot.
That was last month.
Oh, that was?
Yeah.
I missed it.
Oh,
Yeah.
March for steak and blowjob day. Yeah.
Nope.
If you really want, I'll make you a blowjob shot.
I always miss the blowjobs anyways. That's fine.
This is getting weird.
Yeah, no, when we went there, like my wife and I like our steak cooked at a different temperature. Like I like mine mooing, she likes hers ruined, and
Hockey puck.
yeah, but
Oh.
Rob and Chris ordered it,
Oh,
and
no.
they were at the table next to us with everyone else we know. And so Rob comes over with a fork full of steak for me. He's like, you got to try this. And like, I finished my meal. Like I did the prime rib, and like I finished part of hers. We did the scallops because I just found out a handful of months ago I'm not allergic to shellfish. I'd never had scallops before.
Scallops, if they're not cooked right, I can't stand them. They have to.
They were out of them when we came.
These were scallop bites, so it's like they actually cubed the scallop, which was probably
But a
sacrilege.
scallop should melt in your mouth.
It did.
Okay.
It did. They
Fat butter.
they breaded them, fried them,
haven't had
and
it
it was
in a
like you
long
pop the
time.
bite in your mouth and like they would melt, and like they were really good. So
Nice.
Valentine's Day commercials, they knocked it out of the park.
Nice.
I had a good time, but
I hope to have a Valentine someday to celebrate and enjoy all this fancy food with.
you can take out Darrell.
If I go by myself, man, that's just sad and depressing. I don't want to ruin anyone
No, then you
else's
get the
night.
whole 32-ounce tomahawk to yourself. What are you
I'm gonna
talking
eat it
about?
by myself anyways. If I go out Valentine's Day with someone, I'm eating my own fucking steak. She can get her own whatever.
I wanted that shit.
Shit, if I go out on Valentine's Day, shoot me.
See, I'm actually lucky. Ashley likes her steak the same way I like mine. So
yeah, you're very fortunate.
That's a good one. You got a good one.
I want you to go out and punch the cow in
Rare.
the head and run a bick under it and then serve it to me.
That's a little excessive.
Sear it to get rid of the fur.
My cousin Luke is the same way. Like, dude,
Blue rare.
Just blue rare. I told him
Medium
about blue
rare.
rare, and I
Medium
made him blue rare, and he goes, "I love it."
Yeah.
Medium rare. Gotta be.
It does depend.
Steak, you can do blue rare.
It does depend.
I don't fucking know.
There are
Close to an hour.
sometimes it's like sometimes a nice mid rare is the appropriate choice, but depends on the steak and depends on where I'm going. I'm not going to go to some bunk joint, some
medium
bar and
medium
order
rare, but I'll say I think we can all agree with this. Be a burger or steak. Anything over medium rare, get the fuck out and start
agreed.
over.
Nope. Yeah. Please don't order
And
medium
on that, we're gonna just call it a. I don't know. We're done.
Yeah, man. I mean, this has been a
I'll tell
pretty
you
long
what.
one.
This podcast was well done, unlike our steak.
Rare.
If you didn't learn anything today, at least remember this. Beer is the answer that makes everything better.
Can't remember the question, but who cares when you have a cold one in your hand?
Remember, everybody, drink responsibly, drink high gravity.
Most importantly, drink well.
Okay, not the well. Life's too short for bad beer.
Stay frosty, my friends.